Welcome to the Reach Year-End Review. Usually I do a monthly review. This time I'm going to just wrap up the entire year and kind of talk about the very awesome things that the team and the community did. So we're going to jump into this. First off, the number of developers we went from the start of this year to now is mind-blowing. We are over 3,500 developers right now, and at the start of this year, we ended up having we had I think 170. So we went from 170 developers that have built an application on Reach to over 3,500. That is nuts. Not only that, but the number of our members in our Discord channel went from 400 in the beginning of the year to over, or actually close to 2,000. So the size is quite amazing, and not only are the numbers going up, but they're real numbers. They're real members that are active, and I can't say enough about how appreciative I am of all of you helping each other, spreading the good word of Reach, and just building some really awesome things. The fun thing about this is we made this incredible increase from the beginning of the year to this year without ever having a head of community. So it's been pretty much just natural growth. You guys telling your friends about us, and just the Algorand community saying great things about Reach as well. The good news is that we hope we put an offer out to a head of community so that they're going to start early next year. And so we're thinking that it's going to be a complete shift into overdrive. So we'll go from 3,500 developers at the end of this year to, say, 30,000. That's my new goal, everybody. 30,000 developers by the end of next year. Should be easy to hit. So that's the community growth. The company growth, we had 8 people that was working for Reach in the beginning of 2021, and now we have 28 people. Not only do we have 28 people on, but we created entire new teams. So we have a developer acquisition team, the learning curriculum and development team. We have a special products team, which I think some of you know from the work that they're doing with Humble and Game Jam Protocol, and then the recent one with Project Evolve, which I'm really excited about. But they're the ones working on those individual applications and not necessarily Reach itself. And then the community engagement and retention team, which is Hamza and Ivan, the ones answering all your questions in the community, and that team is going to grow as well. As far as money raised, we raised around $13 million, like $13.4 million in March, and for Reach. But we also recently just raised a good amount of money for Game Jam Protocol as well. Talking a little bit more about that and some exciting new updates about that as well. But so those two raised some good money around that, and we've also received some money from the foundation to generalize a lot of the work that we're working on, so we can open source and give to the entire community, the Algorand community, because we believe that building something for us is cool. Making building tools and building protocols that people use is great, but giving back to the community to say, hey, here's a DAO, here's a way to randomly give out NFTs or many other things. And so we're going to be generalizing a lot of the work that the specialty product team does to give to the community. And early next year, we haven't actually raised for Humble yet, but early next year, we'll be raising for Humble as well to make that big and exciting. We have gained several integration partners, Algorand, of course, we already know, Conflux, Ethereum, Cosmos, and we are actually in negotiations with the next chain, but that's 4 different chains that you can write with the Reach and output to any of those chains, and with the end goal of all of them. So if you have any chains out there that you really want to see, please let me know. Please connect us with their foundation so that we can create a partnership and make sure that we can reach all of the developers on that platform. So not only have we done a lot of integration partners, but they're And we had 3,500 developers building on Reach. We have several companies building on Reach, funded companies. Everything from Polonize, who's a team over in Australia that is innovating on the ideation phase of DAOs, or Algo Mint, that is building a bridging headline, working with them to make it easier for developers to come into the space. Project Lando, which is a smart NFT marketplace. Zone, which is a esports betting platform. XBacked, decentralized stablecoin. Game Jam, which is an entire gaming ecosystem. Humble is the DeFi suite. We worked with Yieldly to build out their NFT marketplace, which I believe they're going to be releasing pretty soon. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, as DeQuincy, my friend Keatley, trying to fix the entire music industry. Maybe not the entire one, but that's what I believe in you, at least, Keatley. So that's just a some of them. There's actually quite a few more. NFT Jam is another one that's on, but I'm sorry if I missed calling you out. You're all great, and I can't wait to see what you guys build. So those are like the major advancements to the company growth. So the question is, like, what else have we done out in the world? We believe that the best way to bring developers in is through a thing called bounty hacks. It's a mixture of teaching developers how to. Sorry, I just got a notification that one of my streams dropped. But it's teaching developers how to build blockchain applications, but then give them a real world project that allows them to use that knowledge to build, to actually complete a bounty. And that's what we call the bounty hacks. And this year we did the Bounty Hack Genesis, the Universities Unchained, Bounty Hack Turkey, Gateway to Blockchain Bounty Hack, which was a Chinese focused bounty hack. And then the current bounty hack that's going on right now is the Decentralized Umoja, which is an African-focused bounty hack. Next year, we already have Australia, Women Who Code, another African blockchain alliance bounty hack, and then going deep into Latin America to bring the knowledge of blockchain development to the entire world. So Steph and Michael and Brandon and all of the developer acquisition team is really just killing it right there. We've also done a lot of speaking at events. First, we did KCDC, which was a big developer conference in Kansas City. We sent BB out to ETH Lisbon. We actually sent quite a few team members to NFT NYC. I learned a lot about what NFTs really are for and why people are really drawn to them. And that was super important. One of the reasons why we decided that we're going to build Project Evolve next. The Florida Bitcoin and Blockchain Summit. We not only did I give a talk there, but we did an entire workshop, partnered with Algorand, Russ Facino, for example, to be specific. You can see that workshop on YouTube, and we'll put that in the description. We did a talk at Comp 42. We just recently Decentricon. We did a lunch and learn for IBM. Jay did a really good job there. Bit Basel, I think I pronounced that right, Brandon? He's been pronouncing Bit Basel for pretty much a couple weeks now. But Bit Basel, I did a panel there, and then Developer Week Austin, I did an intro to Reach. So we did a lot of talks, a lot of workshops, and most importantly, what we've done is, or recently that was really exciting, is Decipher. So we brought 13 of our team members down to Decipher to meet the Algorand community, to spread the Reach gospel, to listen, understand, and see how we could improve Reach. And the things that we really learned is I am very impressed with the Algorand community in general, with how professional that you guys are, with with how much you know about the space and just overall just how much passion you have. It was very energizing to see all of you and just know that you really are there for us, and you're just there for just blockchain in general, and you really do believe that it's going to change the world. Upcoming events that we're going to be both giving speeches at, lectures, workshops. We have ETH Denver coming up. It's a big just blockchain development conference in Denver, obviously. We're going to be down in going to ETH Barcelona, which is another development conference, but over in Barcelona this time. And a big announcement here is that we're going to be doing the Reach Summit. We don't have exact dates yet, but we're going to be doing this most likely in Austin. It's going to be a developer-focused conference around Reach and all of the partners and all of the companies that are building on Reach. And we're going to try to pair it up with South by Southwest, so the people that do travel to it, they can take advantage of all the other events that are happening there. So make sure that you pay attention, and if you are a developer or you want to learn more about developing, check that out. So moving on to product updates. So that was the last year, but I still have to do the monthly update to talk about all of the extra features that we put out. We're still finalizing our dev portal. We're putting those last tweaks in there to make it a great developer experience. We are just so close, but it will for sure ready in early 2022. We're extending our RPC test coverage. So RPC is a way for languages other than JavaScript to interact with Reach code, and we're extending the test coverage and just making sure that it has feature parity with the standard JavaScript backend. Matt Ardess is doing a great job there. One of the features that has been super important for composability is now that we have the API calls within Reach, the ability for external Reach contracts to communicate with Reach applications. Sadly, it still only works with Solidity because we're waiting for one more feature from AVM 1.1 to enable that in Algorand. But as soon as that's done, we'll be able to have that. Of course, recently, if you're in the Discord chat, you can see a lot of people asking for better error messages. We listened. We've done that specifically around parallel reduce and fork statements, so it'll be much easier to understand what's going wrong when things go wrong. We hear you about the Apple M1 Silicon. We want it. We love it. It's been a little bit harder to make Reach work with the new Apple laptops, but we are also knocking on the door that's that being done. I believe we've got a prototype done, so we know that it works. It's just in the process right now of cleaning up the builds so that it just works seamlessly. And we anticipate that to be done in early January. So all of you out there that have those brand new fancy Apple laptops, you'll be able to use programming with the Reach applications on it soon. Our new mobile developer, Tim, has been working very hard and has shown me several versions of Reach applications working on not only mobile, but on desktop. So a lot of people have been using Reach to work with their through the web browser, but you'll be able to start using it for your mobile applications or even desktop applications soon. So that's really exciting. Amir has been slowly improving the Visual Studio extension, so the IDE that you've been developing. Right now, the latest feature that he's been able to do is that if there's an error, you can highlight over the error, and not only will give a description of what it is, but a link to a much more thorough description on our website. So that's a great job, Amir. And this next feature I'm talking about is a long time feature. It's going to take a while to do it, but it's a pretty big, exciting feature. So our engineer Chike has been devoting all of his time building a blockchain simulator. Now, the reason why we're doing this is purely for debugging purposes. If you want to go through your code and make sure that you understand what happens in every single step, and you don't want to rely on debug outputs or logs, you can. What we're doing is we're building a simulator that you'll be able to plug directly into the IDE into, and be able to step through your code to have a very good understanding of what they're doing. So the progress that he's at now, so he's developed automated testing with it. He's got it working with Docker, our traditional builds, and he's added some additional automated tests. So those are the new features of our core Reach product. As you know, we're building on more things through our specialty product thing, which I mentioned earlier, our special product department. First one I'm going to talk about is Humble. It's the DeFi suite. I'm going to say feature complete. There's probably one small thing there, but I'm going to say we're feature complete, and we're waiting to go send it into audit. We've at Decipher, we did user testing, and we had a lot of great feedback on things to change. Hopefully soon, we're going to open it for open user testing, so anybody to come in, swap, create liquidity pools, and have the full functionality there. But the specialty product team has been really crushing it, and it's a very slick interface. And Nina, who I mentioned that we hired last month, is putting together like pretty cool animations to go with it, and it just feels really good. It feels very like approachable, which is what we're going with and why we called it Humble. The next project with the specialty product team was Game Jam Protocol. Here's a huge announcement about it. We ended up bringing on Mike Wallace, who is going to head up the entire project. He previously was a higher up at Blizzard Entertainment, focusing primarily on Battle.net, the Blizzard infrastructure, and we felt he was the perfect fit to build Game Jam, which is an entire gaming ecosystem. So he's this week was his first week, and he's getting his feet wet and working with me directly to figure out the proper roadmap. And you're going to start seeing a lot more announcements about Game Jam in the next probably a couple of weeks to a month. And of course, we are hiring for that team. So anybody out there watching wants to work on a gaming ecosystem in the blockchain space, let us know, and we'll be happy to have a conversation there. And now Shanti is going to bug me if I don't call this out. We're not only hiring for Game Jam, but we're hiring for other positions in the company. So if you're a senior technical writer, please apply. Or if you are just a JavaScript software engineer in general, we're hiring for Humble. We're hiring for Project Evolve, many different projects. Please let us know. You don't need to be a blockchain developer. You just have to be a really good JavaScript engineer. We'll teach you how to build with Reach, and you can build the future of blockchain applications that way. Okay, so that's about it. So one thing I want to make sure that everybody knows that on Friday, December 17, the current Bounty Hack demo day is going to happen. I recommend you all to check that out, especially if you're in the Algorand ecosystem. I've taken a sneak peek at a lot of the projects that they're building, and they're quite amazing. So please come join us, check out their demos, and that'll be a fun little demo day. But that is it. Thank you so much once again. It's been an amazing year. I cannot even start to believe or understand what's going to be at the end of next year. So thank you so much again for being the best community in the entire space. And as always, without you, we don't exist. So we're going to swing over to a Twitter Spaces right after that. So I think that the tweet is the link is in the same tweet about this event. And always remember, the future of blockchain is within reach.